Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and I haven't actually done a pre-shuffle, so I'm shuffling now. And thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit guides for coming to allow me to channel the messages for the collective, for our twin flames, for the highest and best good. What are the messages? What is the current energies that the collective are going through right now? Now, generally speaking, there's been a bit of a push and pull for the divine masculines and feminines, but I'm going to read for the divine feminines that are coming up more prominently at the moment, because what's happening is the divine feminines are going deeper and deeper into surrender. The more and more they read, the more and more they learn about the spirituality, about, the deciphering between the naivety of spirituality, what people do when they just pay lip service to spirituality, and how they are understanding spirituality, not for the purpose of being in a twin flame connection, but how to be a better version of themselves. So if you're resonating with this message, please do let me know in the comments below. How are you doing? Are you surrendering a lot more right now? Are you feeling a lot lighter? Are you feeling a lot more present and peaceful, irregardless of you and your divine masculine being in union? So yeah, we will go through the divine masculine messages, because right now I'm getting the divine masculines are severely missing the divine feminine. So we had the divine feminines missing the divine masculines lately, but recently, since the divine feminines have been surrendering, funnily enough, the divine masculines comes running, because there is more and more communication being met through the counterparts. So thank you, angels, guides, ancestors. What messages would you like us to receive for the highest and best good for the overall energies? So, firstly, we've got these a few cards that have come up predominantly. So I'm going to go through the general messages, and then we'll move on. So actually, let me scoot it this way. Oh, amazing. So basically, I had no idea this had popped up on my screen randomly. But I've been told 7 and 1. So anybody relating to any 7s or 1s right now, that is the message for you. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Fool card. I always say the Fool card is all about new beginnings. But this has been coming up a lot lately, like new beginnings between the older version of you, the new version of you. And this is what I'm getting, is just you're being illuminated into your own sovereign nature. You're feeling a lot lighter since you've been surrendered. And this is bringing nothing but joy and happiness. But also, this is coming to mind that I didn't realize that we actually do have an infinity sign in the Fool. For me, it is all about harboring your own divinity, where you are now in your own sovereign nature, where you are now, where you are moving to. It's all starting to make sense. Like, it probably didn't make sense to you before, but it's all starting to make sense in terms of where you are, how far you've come, and what that means for you in your journey, divine feminine. This is the Fool's journey. This is the divine feminine's journey. And here you are, feeling like nothing really matters. Nothing truly, really matters in this life. Are you happy? Are you healthy? Do you have people who love you? Do you love? Well, you love your divine masculine, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So there is love around you. There is happiness and peace. And when you're in this free flow of abundance, of serenity and surrender, well, things are now just starting to make sense. And it's almost like, well, it's okay. I'm all right. And at the back of the deck, we've got the Strength card. So I find it really poignant that actually the Strength card is about you coming into your divinity, you coming into all of the work that you've done to bring you to this specific point in time. It may not make sense to you right now, but it's starting to come together. That you have healed your heart. You've been your own knight in shining armor. You've outgrown the old version of you. And when I was looking at the infinity, I was thinking about the strength and the magician. And we've got the strength card with the infinity. So I feel like this is the theme right now regarding the divine feminines being in their own sovereign nature. Even if things don't quite make sense right now, they are going to make sense for you soon. That you've moved through those hardships and you've overcome and you've really pushed through the difficult times in order for you to come into this level of strength, this level of abundance. So you're not yet giving up hope, but you're able to surrender and truly let go and let love take the reign. Okay, so those are the messages that we've got right now. And I'll just pop this by here in that corner so we can see how strong you are. So the first card that we've got for the overall energies is the Queen of Pentacles. I love this. I absolutely do love this because with the Queen of Pentacles, it was about coming together with your own sovereign nature, right? It's making sure that you are able to come into this sense of wholeness, sense of abundance, sense of being, and you're peacefully aware, completely aware. No matter what you do, no matter where you are, you're taking the sense of peace with you. So some of you, what I'm getting is the divine masculines and the divine feminines, when they get together, there is this sense of peace. Like you just feel safe in one and another's arms, that you radiate peace when you're with one another, that you feel happy, and it's like the best feeling of being comfortable. So the divine feminines are now realizing, well, wait a second, yeah, my divine masculine can bring me peace and joy and safety, but I'm able to cultivate that within my own aura because my divine masculine mirrors me and I mirror my divine masculine. That you don't need to be in this sense of lack when you're on your own. And that's what you're doing. You're cultivating this inner sense of abundance, this inner sense of peace, this inner sense of wholeness. And that is where the strength has come from. Your strength is here to move forward, to be acknowledged how far you've come and how your mental, emotional, physical state is different from where you were like a few weeks ago to a few months ago. You know, yesterday I did a reading. If you haven't checked that out, please do go check that out. But yesterday I did a reading and the divine, well, the Emperor came out, the Empress came out, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So I forgot to mention that the King of Pentacles had come out too. And so did the Queen of Pentacles. So I was thinking about them today before I hit record. And here they are again, the King and Queen of Pentacles. So, you know how I was just saying that you divine feminine are looking at your own cup of love, your own sense of peace, your own sense of wellness. Well, your divine masculine's doing that too. And what I'm getting is, okay, this is going to be really, really odd. Okay, so I feel like both of you are in the same place because even though there's a library here and even though like she seems to be in the forest, I feel like, stick with me just for a second. I feel like imagine you've got a library here and you've got the doors open to the veranda or wherever, a garden, and she's sitting there in the garden. So really what I'm seeing is if you look at it, there's a room here And then there's the doorway, and then she's sitting out in there in the garden because look, they've got the same pillow. You've got the same like beanbag type chair. And it's like both of you are so similar. And this is what I'm getting. Even though the cards came out this way, it feels like to me there is so much more connection. There is so much more synchronicity than both of you can fathom in the 3D. So what I'm getting for the King of Pentacles is similar messages from the Queen of Pentacles, where she's sitting in her peaceful nature, where she's being her full being and allowing things to just come to her because she's the queen. Things come to her easily, effortlessly. And then you've got the King of Pentacles who's now understanding that actually, yeah, I worked for this. I do get to chill out for right now. I do get to look at my abundance and appreciate this. A lot of divine masculines weren't able to genuinely look at that. They're so busy chasing, they're so busy doing that they don't actually have time and chance to pause. And they do this purposely. But what I'm getting is for the divine masculines who are tapping into their emotions, who are tapping into their mental, physical, energetic space, they know they're in harmony with the divine feminines. They know that this is the divine feminine. And what I'm getting is somebody who is mixed race. There is going to be a mixed culture, a mixed ethnicity within this partnership. Take it out how it resonates, leave the rest. This isn't going to be for everyone. Then we've got the King of Wands. So what I'm seeing right now is the King of Wands is the epitome of passion, forward movement, of lighting the fire, right? Being in this sovereign nature, being in this authority to know what they want, to make a move when they want, and to have this ability to move forward with strength. And I didn't make that up. I actually did think move forward with strength because usually there's a lion in this strength card, but actually she's the lion. She's the half lion. She's the soft. She's the strong. She's the vulnerable. She's the emotional, but also the ruthless. It's like that, and that's why there's a lamb here. There's this combination. There's this huge mishmash and intertwining of both of these energies, and the divine masculines are going, I see you and how amazing you are, and there is nothing that is going to stop us from being together. Oh, okay, so the Eight of Swords, I get that for a lot of divine feminines who are still unable to truly get into this surrender position, is you're both looking at two sides, right? One is mirroring the other. So when you're mirroring one another, what I'm getting is, are you looking at the situation from your tied up position, or are you looking at the position from the past? Are you looking at the position from, in terms of the future? Are you looking at the position in terms of where you are and where you want to be? Because your divine masculine's mirroring that. And you are actually mirroring this. And it's almost like you're seeing this in the 5D, 3D, but you're here in the 5D, fine. So in the 3D, you feel like you've got your hands tied behind your back, you don't know anything. But in the 5D, you're like, that's just an illusion. Yeah, the physical sense is the illusion in this card. Because what's happening is your higher self, your inner knowing, your sovereign self knows that there is a higher perspective, know that there is a purposeful meaning behind this, and things will be transparent in due time. Okay, so let's go through the head and heart for both the divine feminines and masculines. And then we'll go into, oh, that was just terrible shuffling just then. I was trying to shuffle and it just did not work. Okay, so let's go into something slightly different. And let's have a look at the headspace for the divine masculine. Oh my gosh, it's so similar to last time. The heart space for the divine masculine. Wait a second. Okay, you have to tell me, if you saw the reading yesterday, wasn't this the other way around? So headspace is Two of Pentacles, heart space is the Emperor. Headspace for the Four of Cups, divine feminines. Heart space is the Justice card. So let's have a look at the headspace for the divine masculine and feminine. One of them is making a decision, juggling something, work, life, balance, whatever it is, something is being illuminated. And the divine masculine is taking the lead with his heart. So yesterday, if you hadn't seen that reading, please go watch that first. Because what we had was the Strength card for the divine masculine, allowing the heart space to speak, right? So it's saying that I'm moving forward with strength in my heart space. And now they are leading from their heart space. So in their head space, even though they're mulling things over about whatever it could be projects, it could be work, it could be friendships, it could be this relationship. But in the heart space, they're taking the lead. They're taking the next steps between the connection. For the divine feminines, however, in the headspace, they're looking at this sense of loss, but they're trying to be reminded that all is not lost, that things are going to be gifted, and that they need to keep in mind all of the blessings, all of the illusions in the 3D is not what it seems, and not what is being worked on in the 5D. This is the karmic justice that you had to go through, divine feminine. It's harsh, but a lot of divine feminines had to go through this sense of injustice to actually appreciate where they are now and where they need to be. So what about the emotional and the mental? The emotional for the divine masculine is the Page of Swords. They're learning more about their emotions, but also how they feel about the connection is what I'm getting. What are they learning from the connection? What does this connection mean to them? And how are they able to move forward within the connection just based on their emotional space? So emotionally, they're looking at how does this teach them about themselves? Not what the connection means to them necessarily, but how is this helping them in the now, in the future, and what is the purpose of it? That's a really deep and meaningful sense of reflection from the divine masculines, because remember, they're leading now from their heart space. So these two in combination, from their heart space to their emotional space, just makes sense, because they're learning about what didn't work before, if they were guarded with their emotions. And they're learning more about the way they tackle things, the way they respond, and what has worked and what hasn't worked. The mental space is the Three of Pentacles. They are fully aware that this can start with friendship, that this relationship, this connection can start with a bond that is intricate, that is foundational, that is in harmony with the people around them, that is in harmony with their head, heart, emotions, mental, and also within the collective. So they are understanding what their emotions are guiding them towards and how to build this foundation within their mental space for them, for their family, for their friends, and for the highest and best good. What a beautiful message for the divine masculines. For the divine feminine's emotional space, we've got the World card. And for their mental space, we've got the Seven of Wands. The World card for me is about this whole new beginning of seeing your emotions in a specific perspective. Now they're able to see from the Oh, did I put the Fool away? I did. So from the Fool card, we had all of these like symbols and intricate details on the floor. Now they're behind her. So this is the backing that you have, Divine Feminines, to come into this space and know full well that the universe, guardians, the guides, angels, the tarot readers are all behind you because you did this. You did this to step into another version of yourself that is always for the highest and best good. And your mental space is guarding this connection, guarding the connection with you and your higher self. Whenever you need answers right now, and this has happened for a lot of divine feminines most recently, if you've needed answers, instead of going to your friends, you've gone within. Now, this used to happen at one point in your life before. I'm getting that this may have happened in your childhood for some, that you used to do something like you would either go play or you would go draw or you would, I don't know, do something on your own to help you figure things out. And when you're a child, you didn't really need to figure things out. But whenever things got emotionally charged for you, or things got too much in your mental and physical space, you went and tapped into this energy. How you did it was you went inwards. And until later, when you had grown up and you started becoming a little bit more reliant on people because people's messages started to prod and come in and kind of like diminish your own authority. Now you're realizing that actually all you need to do, yeah, your friends can help, but right now you need to help yourself. You need to align with your higher self. You need to look for the answers within. And those answers within are giving you clear perspective on where you are and where you need to be. Okay, so what is happening so we've done the mental and we've done the emotional. What is happening in the physical? I'm just blown away because I was thinking about the Empress card anyway. But the physical space is all about the divine feminine. The divine masculine is all about the divine feminine. I'm just getting such a heavy heart. Like the divine masculines are heavily, heavily thinking about the divine feminines. So yesterday when I said the divine feminines are missing the divine masculines, but now they're coming into this own, stepping into my own sovereignty, relying on myself, surrendering, letting go. Now the divine masculines are going, where are you? What are you doing? How can I get closer to you? In the spiritual space, is it the spiritual? So we went mental, emotional, physical. Let's go for spiritual. Spiritually, they are now emulating what the divine feminine's cards were yesterday. Don't give up. You're so close. Your spiritual essence, your spiritual being is asking you to continue, to not give up on this journey, that there is something about this connection that you are not quite aware of, divine masculines. Actually, you know what? If you're a divine masculine and you're listening to this message, you're way far ahead than most. I'm just going to put it out there. But this is just reminding you just to say, don't give up just yet, divine masculines. You may be thinking about your divine feminines in the physical. She's also thinking about you. She's just focusing on herself right now because she knows that you need to do whatever you need to do. And with divine timing, it will work out. Just persevere, divine masculines. I've not really had that card for divine masculines about persevering. I absolutely love, you honestly got to go check the reading out yesterday if you've not already listened to it. But now we've got the Empress for the physical space for the divine masculines, but what the physical space is for the divine feminines, the High Priestess. What did I say? Stepping into your own divinity, stepping into your own sovereign goddess being, stepping into your highest version of yourself, connecting with yourself on the astral plane, tapping into yourself when you need answers rather than going outside of you. This is what's happening in the physical realm. And in the spiritual, there is equal reciprocity. Your higher self is giving to you just as much as you are giving to them. That, for me, is the highest and most beautiful stage of awakening thus far. Like, this is pretty phenomenal. I'm just going to put it out there. Okay, so what is happening in the, I think I feel like there's more. There's mental, emotional, physical, sexual. I feel like I'm missing one, but let's have a look at the sexual energy. Oh my gosh, did I not say I was thinking about the magician? This is what's happened yesterday. The same card has come out for the divine masculines. This was their higher self. Putting in the work in the fifth dimension to say, this is what I want to try and manifest. Oh my gosh, can we get some clarity? Wow. They aren't just thinking about sexual nature. They're thinking about long-term commitment, celebration, marriage, twin flames, 1111. This 1111 portal is highly significant for a lot of twin flames. Everything is happening in the 5D, even if you can't see it in the 3D. So sexual energy for the divine feminine, the 8 of Pentacles, figure of 8, figure of 8. They're working on their sexual okay, so what I'm getting is the sexual energy that the divine feminines have been getting. They've been putting it to the highest and best good. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is what's happening. So the physical space where they're aligning with the higher self, when they're going within and nurturing this energy between them and their higher selves, what's happening is they've moved towards this big energetic alignment with themselves. So they're using the kind of like sexual energy, or like, so this is what I'm trying to make sense of. The sexual energy has probably gone between the divine masculines and feminines in the 5D, but that's coming into light in the physical. So don't be disheartened. This is all for a reason. The divine feminines who aren't being sexual, who are reserving themselves, who are not thinking about sex right now, are using the energy to enlighten themselves and to keep going on this path of enlightenment and digging deeper into finding their answers within themselves. So other messages regarding this, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so again, for me, this is the Two of Wands card. No, it's not. It's the Four of Wands. This is the card. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited. This is the card, guys, girls, angels. So you know when I say that the Knight of Wands has 4 wands, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the card. These are the cards that align with one another. And they've come out as clarification for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. There is union, there is alignment, there is this beautiful connection. Honestly, what are the messages going forward? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so the divine masculines moving forward, there is stepping into their wisdom, stepping into their light, stepping into all parts of themselves that they feel illuminated by, but they're trying to balance that with this uncertainty, with this energy that they are having sleepless nights, that they are thinking of you. They're possibly dreaming of you too. The Ten of Swords is about, releasing, surrendering. Just as we said right at the beginning, this is the divine feminines who are releasing and surrendering and stepping into their own beautiful truth. There is nothing that is beyond you, divine feminines. If you want it, you got it. I am so pleased that these messages have come out. Are there any other messages for the twin flames? Oh my gosh, honestly. The connection is so deep, it's so meaningful that you weren't able to step into it yet because there is more coming. So there is more coming regarding this connection than either of you who have ever been aware of, but you both needed to be in separation to be in preparation for the abundance. That is what the universe is saying. This is where the universe is saying, look, you both get to have this son. You both get to have this amazing connection. But there is work that needs to be done before you get to this point. And it's not saying you need to earn it. It's saying you were always meant to be embodying the sun individually. So when you come together, this can only expand. If you want a private reading, I am available, but I only have next week. After that, then there will be 2 weeks in December and then nothing until 2024. So if you are looking for a personal reading regarding you and your twin flame, let me know. Hit me up on Divine Sacred Tarot. And I thank you so much for being here, for liking, subscribing, and thank you so much for enabling me to grow my channel. Let's get to 10,000. Yeah, let's get to 10,000 subscribers. Can we get there? I don't know. Let's put it out there. Thank you so much, angels. Thank you. I'll speak to you with you soon. Bye for now.